Bring it back. Okay. October 18th through 20th, we are going to meet in Pennsylvania, it's just north of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, at a restored winery. It's a 1790s winery barn. It's a bank barn from the 1790s next to the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I chose that. Most of the people in this group are kind of close to the East Coast, and it seemed like a good location. It's where I grew up, so when I go home, I can stay with my parents, and it's a great Renaissance fair. It's one of the oldest ones in the country. It seemed like a good place to have it. And it's going to be 3 days, October 18th, 19th, and 20th. And it's going to start Friday night and go until Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So I'm going to tell you in this Facebook Live, I'm going to tell you the schedule and some of the speakers and what all we've got planned, and I'm going to answer some questions. So some people had posted some questions when I said I was going to be doing this live. I'm going to go ahead and answer those, and if you guys have any other questions, please go ahead and type it in the comments, and I'll get those answered as well. So we're going to meet in Manheim, Pennsylvania at the winery next to the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. On Friday night, October the 18th, that is the start. Registration starts at 5 o'clock. We're going to have a party. There's going to be period music and dancing. We're going to learn how to dance. We're going to get some dance lessons. We're going to have a lot of music, period music from a lot of different performers. We're going to have food. It's not going to be a big meal. It's going to be like party food kind of stuff, but there's going to be food. There's a cash bar. And there's going to be a lot of entertainment. So I'm securing like period games and entertainment. Some of the people who are performers at the Renaissance Fair are going to be there available for us. We're going to have a photo booth. So that is, somebody asked, when can we come in costume? You know, what's the costume situation? So if you want to come in costume, Friday night is a great time to do it because we're going to have a photographer available to take portraits. That is something he's charging an additional amount for. It's not very much. I think it's about $25. I think $25 for a 15-minute portrait session. And so that's going to be available. And so Friday night, registration starts at 5. The music and the food, everything like that kicks off at 7. From 7 to 10 is our big party. And starting at 5 o'clock is when the photographer will be available too. If you want to take portraits, that's when you can start to register, start showing up, everything like that. So Friday night party with music, food, dancing, period games, period entertainment, everything like that. That's all Friday is this party. But if you want to come in costume, that's going to be a great time to do it. It's going to be really perfect. The setting is going to be awesome for it. We've got tons of space outside. We've got like a fire pit. It's going to be really a lot of fun, and to meet everybody and to just get to know each other and kind of have this time to welcome each other and get to know each other. So that's Friday. Then Saturday, we start at 10 o'clock in the morning with our lineup of speakers. And we've got some amazing speakers, you guys. I'm so excited. We've got people talking on Tudor clothing. We've got people talking about various Tudor women. We've got somebody talking about the poetry exchanges between Mary Queen of Scots and Elizabeth I. We've got somebody talking about Elizabeth I's relationships. We've got Tudors by the numbers. We've got some Janet Wertmans talking on the Seymours, Cassidy Cash on what's she talking? I think Tudor games. Sorry, Cassidy, if I messed that up. We've got Tudor music. Somebody's talking on that. So I'm just scrolling through the list here. You can go to englandcast.com/TudorCon2019 to see the full lineup. But the speakers is going to be like every half an hour to 45 minutes. And we are going to break for lunch. So lunch is provided. Breakfast is not provided, but lunch is provided. Most hotels are going to provide some kind of breakfast for you anyway. So lunch is provided, and then we're going to stop at 5. But the fun doesn't stop there, because then we're going to make our way down to downtown Lancaster. It's about a half an hour drive. And we are going to go to another special venue where we are going to have a live performance of The King's Legacy, which is a new musical that's just going to have been premiering in August. You're going to hear more about it on my podcast too, because Michael is going to be on my podcast talking about it. But it's about Elizabeth I and sort of some of the women that are the King's Legacy. So I really need to have Michael on my show to talk about it. But he is coming down and bringing some of his actresses and singers down to do a special live performance for us. So we're going to carpool down there. We have a private Facebook group for the people who have already registered, and we'll just arrange ride shares and stuff to get people down there. And then we can go to dinner as a group if we want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Some people might be tired by that point. The show, I think he said it probably about an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to do it in a church that has a big grand piano and a good space, and there's parking for 90 cars. So there'll be plenty of room for us if we carpool. And then we'll be in downtown Lancaster, so we can go to dinner. There's a place really close that has space for us if we make a reservation. So that's Saturday night. And then, so that will take us to the wee hours of the night, I expect. And then Sunday, we come back in the morning with more talks. We're going to break at around 1 on Sunday, and that is when we're going to have our medieval feast. So the Renaissance Fair actually has a private feasting grounds where they have a feast. And we're going to have, a medieval feast. We'll have a lady of waiting who is there to guide us through all the meals. We'll have private entertainment from the Renaissance Fair. They come out, I think they change shifts like every 15, 20 minutes. So we'll get lots of different actors from the Renaissance Fair who are coming to entertain us. And we'll have period music, and we'll have our big medieval feast to end. But it doesn't end there, because then at that point, we're also going to have everybody who comes gets a ticket to the Renaissance Fair too. And the Renaissance Fair is open until 8 o'clock that night. So we can all go to the Renaissance Fair as a group as well. So depending on what time you plan on leaving or you're flying out or whatever, we can go to the Renaissance Fair then too. So we're going to break around 1, have our feast for probably about 2 hours, and then just go right into the Renaissance Fair with our new friends, all the people that we will have met all weekend long. So it's going to be an amazing time. And so people asked about dress code and, kind of when you can dress up. So Friday night for the party, definitely, if you want to wear a costume, that's a great opportunity. If you don't want to pack a costume because you're flying or whatever, you can rent them. I have a deal arranged with the person who does rentals at the Renaissance Fair, and she's giving 10% off to people who use a special coupon, and she will actually just bring the costumes right to the barn where we're going to meet. It sounds like we're going to meet in the barn. It's a beautiful restored barn. I've posted pictures in here before. People use it for weddings, and it's really beautiful. So she can bring the costumes up then, right on the day of, on Friday, and you can get a costume to rent for the whole weekend if you want, or just for the day, and she's offering a discount. So if you want to rent a costume, if you don't want to actually pack one, you can do that. Some people are making their own, and they're really historically accurate, and that's wonderful too. It's going to be amazing to see. So that's costumes. And also then on Sunday, if you want to dress up for the feast, you can totally do that. And one thing, I think we'll leave a little bit of space in between the end of the last talk and then till the feast starts. So if people want to get changed at that point, you can do that. There's obviously restrooms in the barn, so you can do that. And then for Saturday, I would just say comfortable clothes, because you're going to be sitting and taking notes, and then going in and seeing this musical and everything like that. So I would just think comfortable clothes on Saturday, but definitely costumes if you want to do it on Friday and on Sunday. And you don't have to do costumes. I'm actually not going to do a costume, I'm sorry to say. I'm just going to have a lot of thinking about. I can barely handle doing a Facebook Live and having my phone open at the same time. I don't know how I manage in a costume. So anyway, you don't have to wear a costume. The point is, no pressure to wear a costume. But if you want to, those are the times. Some other questions I've gotten are around food and if you're veggie or vegan or anything like that. So we definitely have Lisa. Wait, Lisa, you're wearing a costume or you're vegetarian? I can't tell. But anyway, yeah, if you're wearing a costume. I know, I think probably from the group, it's split. I'd say right now it's a split of like 60-40 in favor of costumes, but there's definitely a really strong minority who are not wearing costumes. So you won't be alone if you aren't wearing a costume. So for food, if you're vegetarian, gluten, celiac, vegan, all of that kind of stuff, we can definitely accommodate that. So, you just need to let me know as it gets closer. So there's catering, obviously, that's being done for this. So I just need to coordinate with the caterers for the feast. I choose the meal or the main dishes because it's communal. Of course, we pass things around, but there's a vegetarian dish, and I think it's an eggplant parmesan. So I'm gonna choose that for the one dish, and then the other stuff is just kind of catered. So just let me know as we get closer. Right now, I'm not collecting all of that stuff so much because I've just been working on securing all the different places and getting all the bookings done. But as we get into August or so, we'll be reaching out and asking people for reading Lisa's comment, wearing a costume and can help me. Nice. So Lisa can be your lady in waiting. That's great. So yeah, food allergies, no problem with that. Just let us know. Around August, we'll start reaching out, getting information on that. So if you absolutely cannot make it, you really, really can't make it to Pennsylvania in October, you totally should. It's beautiful, the fall foliage, it's amazing. But if you totally can't, we do have this digital ticket available that I have posted about as well. So it's going to be, you get all of the talks, everything streamed. So I'm actually getting a host who's going to live stream the whole thing and do special interviews and live stream all the parties. And, basically everything's going to, we have this private Facebook group. So everything's going to be live in the Facebook group. And then you can download everything and have, I'll put all of the videos in a Dropbox folder. And so with the digital ticket, I'll just send out everybody about two weeks or so after the event. I'll send you the Dropbox link and you can just download all of the talks, the musical, everything like that you can, that you want. So it's kind of like being there. I unfortunately can't send the smell of an October afternoon in Pennsylvania through the interwebs. I would love to be able to do that, but I can't. Yay, thanks, Kimberly. That's so exciting. I am so excited, you guys. The more I talk about this and the more I plan it and everything, I just get so excited. It's going to be so awesome. Like, the whole reason I wanted to do this was because it was something that I wanted to go to. And so I was Googling, like, can I go to TutorCon? And like, there was no TutorCon. And I thought, well, I should just do a TutorCon because I really want to go to TutorCon, right? And so that's how this all sprung up. So I'm so excited that I get to plan it and, arrange everything and go to it. And it's just gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited. Part of me really wishes it was like this weekend, but then I freak out because of all the stuff that has to be done. And so, I don't actually wish it was this weekend. But part of me really does, because it's going to be so much fun. So the final kind of takeaways here, unless people have other questions, and I think the main questions, like I said, some other questions I've gotten around transportation and places to stay. So if you're flying in, usually the cheapest places to go in are Baltimore or Philadelphia. Philadelphia is about 60 miles, it's mirrored, I can't tell what it's. Philadelphia is 60 miles to the east, and then Baltimore is about 60 miles to the south. So it's really kind of a triangle there. So Philadelphia or Baltimore are good. Harrisburg does have an airport. If you can get a flight into Harrisburg, that's really the closest, but sometimes that's a little bit more expensive. So you can just play around and see where to fly into. If you need a pickup or something like that from the airport, you can let us know and we can try to figure some stuff out. Some people have already posted in the TutorCon group that they have space in their car, or, if people need rides, let them know. You can Uber, all that kind of stuff. There's hotels that are really close to the Renaissance Fair area because it's right along the turnpike exit. So there's a couple of hotels that are really close. Some people are doing like Airbnbs and stuff like that. So you can check that out. And then in terms of getting from the Renaissance Fair grounds to Lancaster on Saturday night, again, we'll just carpool. We'll figure it out. There's only space for 90 cars anyway, so we're definitely going to have to carpool, and we'll just make it work, right? There's lots of people available. So that is that, and we'll just plan it and have it work out. So, and if we need to, we'll, arrange for some group Ubers or something, but I don't think it'll be a problem because a lot of people are going to have their cars and have space. I can have my parents drive you. So, they did enough carpooling for me when I was in high school. It'll just be like, hey guys, it's like 25 years later, can you drive my friends from the Renaissance Fair? They'll like that, it'll be fun for them. So anyway, I digress. Final note about what all is included and everything. So what's all included, and you can find out the speakers, registration links, everything like that, englandcast.com/tutorcon2019. I also have the URL www.tutorcon.info, but it's being weird right now. I have it set to forward to that, but it doesn't always do it because GoDaddy sucks sometimes. So the best thing is just to go direct, englandcast.com/tutorcon2019. And so again, Friday night, the party and the food on Friday night is included, obviously. It's not huge dinner, it's party snack food, but I mean, it's gonna be trays of sandwiches and cookies and veggies and all that kind of stuff. So that's included. Saturday lunch is included. And then Sunday lunch is included. So Friday night party, and then Saturday breakfast, you'll be on your own. Saturday lunch is included. And then Saturday dinner, we'll probably all go out as a group, but that'll be up to each of us to pay for on our own. And then Sunday breakfast is on your own, and then Sunday the feast is included in the price. And then also the ticket to the Renaissance Fair is included. And all of the talks, all of the entertainment, everything like that. If you get the digital ticket, it's like you're there, but you're not. So you don't have the smells and the tastes and everything like that, but you still get to watch, it's going to be monitored. So while the talks are going on, if you want to ask questions live, you can totally do that. We'll have the same person who's streaming it will be able to read out the questions. All of that. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I've rambled on long enough. If you have any questions, you can just let me know. I can't wait to see you in October. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you. Big, huge shout out to Lisa, who's been commenting here, because she has been such an amazing help. She lives in Lancaster, and so she's been kind of coordinating, and she goes to the Renaissance Fair a lot. So she's been coordinating a lot of stuff on the ground for me when I'm not there. And I'm just so appreciative of her. And she's been doing so much to help people a lot of times with questions they have about travel and stuff. So huge shout out to Lisa for doing that. And I think that is it. So if you have any questions, leave a comment. I've talked here for 20 minutes. Who knew? And I will see you in October at TutorCon, either in real life, which I hope you come, because Pennsylvania in October is magical, seriously magical, or on the interwebs, on the tutor webs. So either way, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. All right, bye. And okay, here we go, bye.